Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back, welcome back to the channel, okay? Go ahead and hit the like button if you have yet to do so, okay? What's going on, everybody? Hey, bitch. Listen, we got a lot of things to, chat about today. So I'm going to, take my time with this live because you know what I'm saying, girl. It's a lot of things that's been happening. At least I mean it's not a lot actually. It's a lot within like the certain groups of people that I'm gonna talk about. Like I feel like Romeo, Master P, it's a whole lot going on, and we're gonna take our time with that. We got our Real Housewives of Potomac, some other Real Housewives of Atlanta stuff that we're gonna talk about. Bow Wow and his situation with Jermaine Dupri and whatever. We are going to touch on the Stormy and the male situation with Love and Mary Huntsville. So it's a few things we're gonna talk about today. So definitely come on in. Be sure to like the video if you have yet to do so. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. I also want to shout out my Patreons. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you guys. All right. I know a lot of you guys have been wondering where my Real Housewives of Potomac reviews have been. And my Love and Mary Huntsville, they're over on Patreon. So those reviews will be Patreon only. Now, if you guys saw one of my videos, YouTube definitely played with your girl for sure. Definitely check out that video. It should say changes to my channel, so you guys will have an update on what's been going on. So that's where that content is at this time. And more than likely, Real Housewives of Atlanta will be the same way, but there will be some reviews that will be over on YouTube. But of course, Patreon will get early access to all of the content as well. So I definitely want to shout out all my Patreons. Definitely, okay? I appreciate you guys so much. So let me see what we got going on here. Let's see. What's up, Maya, honey? What's going on? Okay. What's up, Jayla? Hey, Omar. What's up, Jonito? I hope I said that correctly. What's up, Earl? What's up, Alicia? What's going on? What's up, A Soft Place to Land? I know that's right. A Soft Place to Land. What's up, Stephanie? What's going on, Relly? What's up, Pooh? What's going on? Hey, Jayla, what's up, everybody? Thank you guys so much for being here. You could be anywhere, you know what I'm saying? But y'all want to chill with me, and I appreciate that. It is the week of Christmas. I don't know if you guys have done any Christmas shopping. Girl, I only got stuff for my nieces and my nephews, and that's it, girl. I'm not doing Christmas this year, but some of y'all already know that if you've been in tune. You feel what I'm saying? If you've been in tune, then you already know what's really going on. Like, girl, I'm not doing Christmas for real this year. Like, I just ain't been feeling it, you know. So maybe next year I'll feel it, be the Lord's will. You feel what I'm saying? But this year is a negative for me, okay? But who it really, and then my son 18, so it's like, girl, you feel, and then, girl, his birthday in February, like, girl, now I ain't never played that type of game, you know what I'm saying, where it's like, you get one or the other, you feel what I'm saying, but girl, I was like, this year, baby, you get one or the other, because see, I asked him, I said, what do you want for Christmas, and then he said, he don't even know, you know what I'm saying, so obviously it ain't that big deal to you either, you feel what I'm saying, like, let me know that y'all can hear me, okay, and then he want to come back like a week or so ago, someone saying he think he know, I said, don't know no more. It's too late. Too late. Okay, birthday gonna be here like this, baby. Don't worry about it. Okay, I just want to, set you up right so that you understand. I don't want your feelings to be hurt. Don't be surprised. Okay, don't be coming at me at the last minute. No, wait till your birthday at this point. You feel what I'm saying, girl? So I'm like, I'm not gonna do all that. I'm not gonna do it. Then I want to be out there for real, girl. Like out there. Ride around with the people. Everybody they be doing their last minute Christmas shopping, everybody be out. I just don't want to deal with that type of traffic. Like, I just don't want to deal with people right now. I just, What you said, say more. Girl, my 11-year-old did the same. I said, tell your daddy. I know that's right. Tell your daddy, okay? Too late. The door is closed. The door is closed, okay? Got me over here singing JoJo. It's just a little too late. Okay, so there's that. He'll be fine. I feel like, my niece and nephews, they're younger. They're kids. I think the oldest maybe like 13, 12, 13. I think she's 13. And then it just goes younger all the way down. Like, it matters to them. You know what I'm saying? So, they matter. I don't think they believe in Santa Claus, but it matters, okay? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do what matters for y'all, but girl, it's cool. And then, when they get older, they don't want the same they wanted when they was younger. It gets to gadgets. You feel what I'm saying? Girl. So I'm going to be tapped out in just a second. My 13-year-old niece, girl, you not finna get in by next year because it's going to be, girl, you're going to be over there like, I want an iMac with no ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am. I hope you had this conversation rented by your parents. You feel what I'm saying? Rented by your parents. Because, see, I feel like I'm a rich auntie. Okay? Ain't that the label? Because I think the label goes single rich auntie for the aunties that ain't got no kids or something like that. But you be liking to give, like, candy and get your little niece and nephews, little stuff. Like, I feel like that's me, but I'm not single. You know what I'm saying? Even though my child is 18, I ain't got no younger kids. So, I be feeling like, just call me that. You know what I'm saying? And when I say rich, I do mean $20 limit. Yes, ma'am, $20 limit. That's what I mean when I say rich, girl. But, yeah, there's that. What's up? It's me, Elisa. What's going on? Hey, Jamie and chat. I've barely done any shopping. You have? Okay. It's just not the vibes in the past year. Like, that's what I'm saying. It feels good to know that I'm not out here by myself. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Valerie? What's up, Diva? What? Diva till the end? Oh, Diva till the end. I'm sorry. I don't know why that was so hard. Happy birthday. Today is my 31st birthday. I prefer birthdays over Christmas. Yes. Happy birthday to you, honey. Yes. I love that. All right. Let's see what else we get. Let's see. All right. Your hubby B-Day. Hold on. Give me 1 second because I want to kind of... All right. Hubby B-Day was the 17th, and our anniversary was yesterday on the 19th. Well, happy birthday to him. Happy belated, and happy anniversary to you guys. Bought him a pair of shoes, gave him the right one on the 17th, and gave him the left bit. I'm done. Because I thought you were going to say that you had 2 different gifts. And you gave him the right one on one day and maybe the wrong one. No, you gave him bit. I'm hollering. Okay, I'm a hollering. Not you done gave this man. Now, see, I would have whooped your ass with this shoe. I'm not even going to hold you. I'm not tatty whack on that. It's for real. Like, you're not going to sit up here and play with my time like this. That is some petty stuff. Wow. That's petty. That's petty, baby. I wasn't ready for that, honey. I was not ready for that. What's up, Keon? Shout out to Keon, honey. Listen, Keon be having the chat jumping, baby. DMs jumping and the Discord jumping, okay? If you are a part of Patreon and you are a part of the $5 tier and up, you do get access to the Discord, okay? And he be keeping the people on their toes. It's so funny. Okay, they like a big old family over there. So I definitely appreciate you, Keon, and just everybody over there on the Discord because we do be having, good times, whether we agree or disagree with certain subject matter. So I love it, I love it. I love all of the support that y'all give me. So thank you. That's number one. All right, y'all. So I have a few things here that I want to chat about. All right. So make sure you guys are coming in and you are liking the video. Okay. Let's see who do we have first. Okay. Go ahead and get that together. All right, I want to talk about Bow Wow real quick. Like, y'all, it's so much going on. So just like get comfortable. I'm gonna try not to rush through it because it's so, especially when I get to Master P and them, girl, I feel like it's so much. And I was like, I started reading and I was like, nah, I gotta go through all of this because it's a lot. Okay, I was gonna try to like summarize and I said, no, I'm gonna go through all of it. But anyway, let's get to Bow Wow and Mr. Jermaine Dupri, okay? So Jermaine Dupri recently did like an interview, a podcast interview, and he talked about a lot of things. And I'll be honest, I have not gotten a chance to go back and listen to the thing in its entirety. That was a plan of mine, but girl, I haven't been able to do it, okay? So based on the snippet, he talks about him creating 106 in Park and how he created it for Bow Wow. Bow Wow turns around and pretty much says that it's cap. But before I go more into detail about their situation, I want to play the audio from, what's his name? Mr. Jermaine Dupri. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull that up so y'all can hear what Jermaine Dupri had to say in that interview.
106 in Park was created by me. I created the show for Bow Wow. I was watching MTV, and MTV had TRL. And they was catering to NSYNC, and they was catering to Backstreet Boys, and anything white that was coming out that was pop, they was allowing these kids to scream and holler at them. And I'm like, yo, we don't have nothing for black people. Like, where's the black kids that love music? Why don't they have a show like this? So I called Stephen Hill, and I say, yo, I got an artist. We need to make a show just like TRL. And he said, what's the artist? And I said, his name is Bow Wow. Of course, he was like, I don't. You know, everybody challenges what I'm saying. Yeah. Mind you, they wasn't going to put Bow Wow on TRL like that because he was a rapper. He was a black little young boy rapping, but he also was 12 years old. Nobody on TV was 12 years old anywhere creating this type of pandemonium, right? I went to Stephen Hill, and I'm like, yo, we need this show. We need this show. We need a show on BET that shows black artists like this.
Sorry, guys. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. I'm sorry y'all could not hear me, but let me go back, okay, real quick. Let me go back. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me go back, okay? This is what Bow Wow said. After you guys heard everything that Jermaine Dupri just said about him, can y'all still hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all not hear me? Let me know. All right, I'm trying to see. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Y'all can't. Y'all still can't hear me. Okay, we good. Okay, because I've been sitting here for a minute waiting for y'all comments to come in. I'm like, girl, can they hear me? Can they hear me? Can they hear me? Okay, good. Okay, perfect. All right. So after you guys just heard everything that Jermaine Dupri just said about 106 in Park and him creating it for Bow Wow. Bow Wow came to the front and says, JD ain't create 106 in Park. Stop the cap. Stephen Hill, Rick Grimes, and all the great people in the BET office and staff created that show. All I did was capitalize off of what they created and made it mine. I would know I am Mr. 106. I would never take away from someone's creativity. Okay? So I was just pretty much saying that, I think that was kind of, messed up for him to like come out and, I feel like it's one thing to say that it's not true. But then the way he came out and shaded the man, like, I would never take away somebody's creativity. It's just like, what is the issue with Jermaine Dupri? Like, what is the issue? I'm confused. It does seem like he's more upset with Jermaine Dupri than he is with his own dad. So I don't understand, like, why does Bow Wow have so much animosity towards Jermaine Dupri? I don't know those details, but it's like, dang, you ain't have to come out and shade him. It's one thing to be like, I don't recall the story like that, so, whatever, but I don't know. It's just like Jermaine Dupri created, well, I ain't gonna say created, but he helped you get to where you are. So that's my thing. Like, he really played a major role, unlike the Rap City kids, right? He really played a major role in your success. So I'm not understanding. It seems like Jermaine has always wanted the best for Bow Wow, but Bow Wow enjoys being like a knucklehead and not listening. So what's the issue? What's the problem? I don't get it. So Stephen Hill does come out and say something as well. And Stephen Hill says, yeah, our memories on how 106 and Park was created differ greatly. Now, he says, no one challenges that Bow Wow helped launch 106 to great heights. That is for sure true. But created by me might be a bit of an overstep for you, my man. Love you always. I hear Stephen. I hear you, Stephen. I do. For me. And you know, I don't know. I feel like Bow Wow may be like a few years, maybe 2, no more than 3 years younger than me, whatever, probably the same age. I don't know. But my thing is this, baby, not you done sat up here and said, hold on, let me put this back on the screen. Not you done said he launched it to great heights. I feel like 106 was already at great heights with AJ and Free. I feel like it was already there. I think that y'all pulled in Bow Wow to save y'all show, because I feel like I can't remember the details, but I always thought that AJ and Free were leaving 106 because of like financial issues, not getting a raise or whatever the case may be. So they dipped, right? Then you had, I think, Terrence and Roxy, who held it down for a good amount of time. And then Bow Wow came in with all these other hosts of people. So don't say he launched it to great heights, because I'm thinking about it differently, like from the beginning. And it's like, no, he came in and he saved it, but he didn't launch nothing. You know what I'm saying? So am I wrong? Let me see what some of y'all comments are saying about this. Julie Ryan says, I think a lot of these child stars are taken advantage of. They were too young to understand the industry and ownership. I think that's very true. I do think that's very true. But here's the thing to me that's a little different with Jermaine Dupri. And yeah, you know, interact, let me know. I'm thinking Jermaine Dupri is nowhere near a Diddy, right? Because he still has great relationships with the young people that he brought up, like Escape. You know what I'm saying? Jagged Edge, from my understanding, Bow Wow, Brat. Like, he still has a great relationship with those people. Unlike Eddie, who a lot of people say he take advantage of people, and we've seen some of that just like watching Making the Band and stuff like that. They ain't got no relationship with Diddy. You know, not a lot of them, not no more. So I feel like it's a little different. So when I compare the situations, it just makes me feel like Bow Wow may have some other things going on within him that may have halted his own success, and he needs somebody else to ponder that off on, and Jermaine Dupri may be the easiest person for him to ponder that off on, you know? But that's just what I'm thinking. Let's see. Quaying or queing. I hope I said it right. Q says queuing. I think it's queuing, right? I'm in marketing, and I can tell you that people who come up with the ideas don't get half the credit they deserve. The executives take all the credit. That's what happened here. Listen, Q, I'm with you, because that is the very next thing I was thinking about. So for Jermaine Dupri to say that he created it, it's not far-fetched. It happens all the time in television. People will go to individuals, go to labels, companies, whoever, and they will pitch these ideas. These companies will act like, oh, I'm not interested, or we're going to pass, or we're working on something else. We have a lot in our catalog right now, whatever it is. And then a year or so later, you'll see that very thing come out. They may make a few changes to make sure that they didn't infringe on what you got going on or whatever. But honestly, it's still the same concept. For real, for real. So for Jermaine Dupri to say that he created this and he approached Stephen Hill with the conversation, it's not far-fetched to believe that. It's not far-fetched at all. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Let me see. Right. Exactly. 106 was done when Bow Wow arrived. I think he really came in and saved it. What's up? Melanin Manson says, they not talking about him hosting, Jamie. He was always on the countdown. Oh, that's what they talking about. And the most to be a guest. Got you. Okay. I didn't think about it like that, about him always constantly being on the countdown, especially when Jermaine Dupri was talking about creating something for Bow Wow. I would think he was thinking about, creating something with him, actually hosting the show. So got you. But I don't know. I feel like, Bow Wow can't take ownership of that alone, because when there was a Bow Wow, I think Chris was doing his thing at that time too, right? It was just a host of other artists to make it seem like Bow Wow was that guy. Maybe he did remain on the countdown more than any other person. or any other artists that were out at that time. I always thought they were talking about hosting. Let's see. Okay, what's up? That's what's up. That's what's up says. It wasn't really about who hosted it, it's about who actually created the actual show. That's Bow Wow's point. Thank you for dropping that in the chat. And who created the actual show? I mean, I would say Steven went forward with creating it because he had to connect with BET or whatever, but I don't think it's far-fetched to say that Jermaine Dupri went to him initially with the idea. Let's see what else you guys are saying before we get into the Brat going off on Bow Wow. Maybe Steven is talking about the fact that Bow Wow always had the #1 video on 106 in Park. Yeah, that's what Melanin Manson was saying. Let's see. AJ and Free definitely made 106. Bow Wow was just Harlem shaking. Not Harlem shaking and jumping on couches, child. Oh, interesting. I saw an interview with Bow Wow. They played a clip of Jermaine saying not so nice things. You could tell his feelings were hurt. Yeah, it could be a lot of, behind the scene things that we don't know nothing about, which makes Bow Wow's feelings towards him valid. So we'll have to see. But let's get into what the Brat had to say, because after he came out and pretty much debunked whatever it was Jermaine Dupri had to say, she got tired. Okay? And the Brat says, man, what the I really don't have the time or patience for this SHI, but I got both today. Bow, what I can't let you do is discredit my big brother, JD, who you called your dad for so many years, because that is pretty much the role you gave him. And instead of saying, hell no, he rocked with it. You are being so rude and disrespectful to the person who believed in you, nurtured you, made you a complete star, wrote all your hits, accepted the challenge when Snoop brought you to him. He has never been anything to you but help. I ain't finna let you drag the most non-confrontational person who loved, cared for you, and spoiled your ass for years. It isn't and never would discredit BET. He isn't and never would discredit BET executives. He discussed creating 106 before it was created so black people could have our own TRL. No cap. If this is what you want to do, let's effing go. Okay? Pull up Lil NIGGA with your disrespectful ass. So ungrateful is what she says, baby. The Brat been wanting to put her hands on Bow Wow for a minute now. If you've been watching Growing Up Hip Hop, she's been wanting to tag his ass for some time. Okay? She also says, you really on some BS right now. Now you know I got all the receipts and know the whole stories to a lot. A lot. Don't do this. Respect the legend. Respect the cultural icon. Respect the person who made your career what it is. I'm asking you now to please stop. I'm sorry, Jermaine. I cannot be silent about this SHI any longer. Okay? So at this point, she getting tired. It must be a lot of stuff that's happening behind the scenes, or either Growing Up Hip Hop ATL is on his way back. It's one of the two, girl. Growing Up Hip Hop ATL must be on his way back. It has to be. It has to be. Just like Growing Up Hip Hop is on its way back, and we're seeing Romeo returning back to the show, and now he about to go in on his daddy. So, yeah, it has to be. Something's going on. Okay, I see we have over 300 people in the chat. I thank you guys so much for watching. We only have about 85 likes at this time from what I can see, so if we could get the likes up, that would be amazing. I definitely appreciate you guys for spending your time here with me. Okay. She has. Okay. Now she could have texted him instead of putting it on social media. Yeah, she could have called. But maybe she was trying to like embarrass him or something the way that he did Jermaine. Why is the Brat in it? They are grown men that can handle this on their own. She gonna step for Jermaine, baby. She is going to step. Not y'all telling the Brat to sit down, girl. I ain't got no dog in the fight. I ain't got no dog in the fight at all. Thank you so much, Caribbean Gal. Okay, don't be petty. Like the video. Thank you guys so much for the support. I appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, so that was pretty much the situation dealing with Bow Wow, Jermaine Dupri, the Brat. She over there calling him out. I haven't seen Bow Wow say anything since the Brat has called him out. I'm sure they got on a phone call, and she probably about cussed that man the hell out. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like the same way we may feel like Bow Wow. I'm sorry, not Bow Wow, but the same way we feel that the Brat probably could have kept some of this to herself, or either sent the text or whatever like that. Bow Wow could have did the same thing too. Like, we really didn't need that man was doing a little interview, speaking on his truth, and then he'll go Bow Wow, and then he'll go Stephen Hill, trying to say, I don't recall that happening the way that it did. But Stephen, can you at least confirm that y'all had the conversation prior to you going off to create it with BET? It could have been just a casual conversation that y'all had. I don't know. But there's that, okay? See what else you guys saying, and then we're going to move on. I think this is a valid statement, too. What's up, Melanie? She says, why y'all always say people can call as if y'all would know if they didn't? He clearly could have called, too. Agree. All of them could have called each other. All of them could have definitely called each other. But since Bow Wow started with that BS, I think the Brat wanted to follow up with that. Which also makes me think about Romeo, because I was kind of like, why you ain't calling him? You know what I'm saying? Romeo and his dad, like, why you don't want to call your dad? Like, and then vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Only to find out that a call was made, but somebody wasn't answering. Sound like both of them, girl. It's a lot of pettiness. But we're definitely going to get into that. So let's go ahead and switch over. I think I have the right one up. Ooh, girl, let's talk about him. Let's talk about him first. Let's talk about him. Let's talk about this man right here, Bishop. That's the order, okay? Let me pull up these details about Bishop, okay? For those of you guys that are not familiar with Bishop Whitehead, he is the flashy pastor, I guess you could say, in a mom and pop church. I hate to say that, but it looks like it probably was a convenience store at some point, and it was converted into a church. You know how when you be driving around, sometimes in the hood, sometimes different areas, they have buildings that used to be something else, and then they convert them, and they don't do the full conversion, if you ask me, but they convert them into whatever they wanted to be. A lot of times the churches, you know what I'm saying? You can obviously see what was probably there. Like, his looked like it was either some type of convenience store or like a jewelry store or something like that. Like when you see the outside of the church. But nonetheless, okay, he has his church. Okay, they say church can be anywhere, girl, wherever you are. And that's where he is. And he has a few people that show up, okay? I don't know, because, like, he's very flashy. Let's be honest here, okay? He's very flashy. He always wears like Gucci, Louis, Prada, pop them tags, Louis Vuitton, Fendi. I think Fendi is his favorite. So he's always rocking that. He wears his jewelry. He loves to flash. The issue is, as a quote unquote pastor in a pulpit or whatever pit you're standing in, the audience is not matching the attire, right? So if TD Jakes walked around like this, it would be believable because of how many people attend his church and pour into his church. So I can imagine what he makes, right? And not just that, he has books. He does other things outside of the church to really not even use the church's money, for real, for real. But you don't necessarily have that, so you draw a lot of attention to yourself, and when people start to judge you, you feel a way about it. You know what I'm saying? Then we see where at some point he was robbed in the church, okay? He was recording that live, and he ended up being, robbed. The people came in there, bust down real quick, yanked chains and all that other stuff. And then, I believe the guys could have been arrested or something like that. But, and then not to mention, not that this matters, right? But he has been arrested before, and I believe it could have been for fraud or something. So he's been locked up before. So a lot of people felt like I believe it was over fraud. So when he ended up getting robbed. First, the jury would cost it like everything he got robbed for was like $200,000 or something. 150. Then it went to 200. Then next thing you know, it went to $1 million. So we don't know how much the man's jewelry and stuff was worth. All right, but it made people think like, oh, you was out here scamming the people. Like it was a scheme that you set up to come to us with the bush, really. But I think those guys actually could have ended up being arrested. But either way, he is back in the news yet again, child. Well, he's back in the news because he was arrested on fraud. So let me get into this article real quick. Let me see. Girl, not the man was he arrested while he was preaching? Girl, let me see. Girl, not trying to arrest the man while he was up there preaching. Let's see here. This is a lot. Okay, so they're saying Bishop Lamar Whitehead arrested in New York on charges of fraud, extortion, and making false statements. Lamar Whitehead arrested on all of these charges. They're saying that he went viral back in July when he ended up being robbed of his jewelry during a live stream with the church. 2 gunmen were able to run off with these jewels, which were said to be worth over $400,000. Girl, now it's 4. It was 150, 200. Now I'm hearing 4, but I know for a fact I heard $1 million. Girl, y'all got to get it together. These men were later arrested in September and identified, okay? They were charged with armed robbery. So I guess he wasn't lying about that, y'all. Y'all got to let me know what y'all think about that. But it appears that he wasn't lying. Okay, let's see what else they're saying. They're saying Whitehead also trended in September after being seen grabbing a woman. Yeah. How can I forget when he grabbed a woman by her neck because she was over there talking in the back of the church? He grabbed her and kind of like, I think he threw her out of there, didn't he? This is said to have happened after someone began recording the service. The woman wanted the person to be able to record. Whitehead invited her to the front of the service, and that's when things got hectic. However, Whitehead is now facing some serious legal woes of his own. On Monday, the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District of New York announced that he has been arrested for multiple crimes. This included fraud, extortion, and making false statements. Wow. Whitehead even went on to lead to the feds about these crimes, okay? Let's see what else. FBI says, as we allege today, Whitehead carried out several schemes in order to receive funds from victims. Additionally, when speaking with authorities, Whitehead consciously chose to mislead and lie to them. If you are willing to attempt to obtain funds through false promises or threats, the FBI will ensure that you are made to face the consequences of your actions. I'm just telling you what the people say here. Whitehead is known to be very flashy, as I've told y'all, as he's always wearing his icy jewelry. I'm so icy, baby. And them cuffs gonna be very icy. Well, let's see what else. Is there anything else? I think that's it. It's a lot of stuff that be. Wasn't it a song about going down in the trap? Because, girl, it's going down in the church. Like, it's too many things like you was robbed. I'm trying not to laugh at this man. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if it is alleged at this time. We don't know what that man did. You know, we can have an idea or an assumption of what we think. But, girl, I'm over here. I'm just tickled because it goes down in the church. Like, not you done sat up here and got robbed. Those people were caught. Not you done sat up here and assaulted this lady in the church on live. And then done turned around and got arrested in the church, too. Just shut the church down, baby. Just shut it down. Just close it. Because ain't nothing good gonna come of it. Like, that's just what it looks like, okay? And all of this seems to have been within a span of about 6 months. Okay? I don't know what the Lord is trying to tell you as you go into 2023, but I think he wants those doors closed. Okay? I'm just telling you what I think. I mean, you're going to have to talk to him for yourself to get an understanding, okay? But it's not looking good for you, all right? Now, as a lot of people have been learning about this, he decided he was going to actually take to social media to share his thoughts, and we are going to get into that video. So let me get this off the screen, And I want to go ahead and see if I could share that video. So give me 1 second. Let's see here. All right, let's see what he finna give us today. Let me see if I can make this a little. All right.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
See if y'all can hear
Bishop
that.
Lamar,
Let me know y'all can
Whitehead.
hear.
And I greet you guys with the love of Jesus Christ. I came on. I want to give you guys some time to come on, tune in. This is not going to be a long message. However, I believe it's going to be effective. So if you guys can come on in and join me as we have a conversation, a quick conversation as to what's going on, as to a lot of things. So y'all tune on in, amen, and give you guys time to tune in.
You're going to have to fast forward, baby. Come on.
All of the love, and thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, let me get right to it. As you guys know, and the media let you guys know, I was arrested yesterday. And just because you are arrested doesn't make you guilty. It's the way of the world. And we live in a place called America, and you are innocent till proven guilty. So I wanted to come on today to express to everyone that's been asking questions and interviews and things that all the requests, some questions that you guys are asking me. First of all, I want to say that I'm not guilty. I want to make that clear, y'all. That's why I have a smile on my face. I'm in amazing spirit. I'm great. You know what I mean? And I'm not guilty. And I want to first thank my wife, my family, and my church for supporting me 10 toes down. Thank you guys so much. And you know who Bishop Lamar Miller Whitehead is. And you know that I always tell you
No,
guys,
we don't, baby.
10 toes down.
We don't really know you
Stand
like
firm.
that, for real.
We are innovators. We are trendsetters. And we need to make sure that God gets the glory out of all of this. And sometimes we have to go through a process. We have a purpose, we have a process, and we have a promise. And our process is always not easy. And sometimes we say, why am I going through this? So I ask each and every one of you, because I've been getting so many calls and texts about people trying to slander me, and people
Y'all funny.
saying some just crazy, strange, weird, deranged things. And I'm just asking you guys, don't make the same mistake that you made when my church was robbed. The world went against me. You guys, the media, social media, you guys turned me from a victim to a villain. And everybody said I set up the robbery. Everybody, they was 1,000% sure. They was 1,000% sure that I set up the robbery. And then when they caught, the 2 out of the 3 of the men that robbed my church, everybody got quiet. I need y'all to give me an opportunity. Give my attorneys. I have the best attorney in the world, in the country. I'm talking about Dawn Florio is my attorney, and she don't play no games with the bishop. And she's going to do what she has to do. You know, I have a powerful attorney team. And also my civil lawyer who's holding me down, Brian Ponda, one of the best attorneys in the country and in the world, right? So more importantly, I got this man on my side called Jesus. And the Bible says, when God's before you, who could be against you? And I really want y'all to understand, listen, settle down. I know some of you guys are mad at me, and you don't even know why you're mad at me. However, I want you to do some research. Don't let media shape your mind Y'all did that when my church got robbed. You did that when my church got robbed. Y'all allowed the media, y'all allowed what people say, y'all allowed the things that they brought up, y'all allowed everything to confuse you. Do your research. Some people been calling me about the other person that is in my indictment. And they say, Bishop, we're going to show the world who he is. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to stand 10 toes down. But I need you guys not to wish me bad or not to try to tear me down, right? I want you to read. That's it. Read. Read into what they're talking about. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Does it make sense? So I want y'all to really stay focused in this season. Stay firm in this season. And we have to understand that we have a purpose. We have a process.
All right, I'm about to wrap him up, child.
I'm living my purpose. I'm going through my process to enter my promise. And I want you guys to allow me and my family to have peace, right? When you guys thought I set up the robbery, I was getting inboxes. They wish my kids died, this, that, and all these heinous things. And, you know, I want you guys to be careful what you say about Bishop. Be careful. The Bible says in Psalms 105:15, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm.
See, now I know you got to get off my screen now, baby. Let me go and mute this man up out my headphones. I'm going to be real honest with you because it's giving Derrick Jackson's wife, okay? She was out here spewing certain things to the people, okay? Trying to put the Lord on them and all this other stuff and want stuff to whatever you say about me, you know, goes back to you type stuff. And then a week or two later, here she is, embarrassed, page private. Girl, no ma'am, okay? So, I mean, if you're doing bad, I don't need those scriptures, okay? I don't know for sure whether this man committed any crimes. He does have some points as far as giving him time, because he is at this time innocent until proven guilty, which, you know, we like to make you guilty, and they're going to have to prove that you're innocent, you know. So, I mean, he's right, all right? If he believes he's not guilty, that's his thoughts, and it's going to have to be found out in the court of law. It's just interesting sometimes because when the feds come after you, it's often known that they got some damning evidence on you. And I don't know how many cases there are where the feds have lost their cases. And I want him to understand that I know you would like for this to be an isolated situation, but because this was a part of your history and your past, I think people are already going to be on reserve. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to you, I think they're gonna be on reserve about that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, they're gonna automatically believe that you did it because, you know, that's just how they is. You know, just like the system, they're gonna be like, oh, well, it's likely that you did have something to do. I mean, looking at your record, it looks like this might be right up your alley type thing. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm gonna leave that to y'all to judge as you may. You know, give him as many chances as you choose and what you want to do with that information, girl. But it was the throwing the scriptures out for a second for me. And it just gave me flashbacks. I just want to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to hold you. I ain't going to do too much judging and like that. I just wanted to bring the story to the people because, you know, the big people are talking about it. All right? Let me see what you guys' comments are about this matter. That is a wonderful question. Can somebody confirm this? Isn't it a 98% conviction rate for the feds? Please confirm in the comments if you guys know, okay? Feel free to drop an article or something in the comment section or something. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, Natasha, for the super chat, okay? I enjoy your content, one of my faves. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Let me see what else y'all are saying. Now, that's a different discussion about the feds, but this ninja is guilty, Miss Relly says. Okay. What's up, Angie, honey? What's going on? Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Let's see what else. Not thank you. Get him off your screen before he gets struck by lightning. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Child, listen, I was getting close to it, girl. I said, he gonna have to go right here. Now, this is where the buck stops, okay? This is where the buck stops, all right? So that's what's going on with Bishop Whitehead. We'll see, what he's going to learn from this and how long it's going to take for us to go to his court case and find out the details of that. You know what I'm saying? Go to his court hearing or whatnot and see what's going to happen. I believe they said that he was not robbing, but, frauding some elderly people. Girl, why is that making me think about Jen Shaw, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? But anyway, y'all got to be careful with that. Girl, I was like, well, I'm like, who is this person? Y'all, I got to show y'all what I just saw. Because this right here had me thinking, girl, what? I just saw the headline. And I said, Babyface. And then I said, oh, Babyface Ray. See, I saw arrested. Then I saw Baby. I said, girl, Babyface arrested? But, girl, I don't even know this man. I don't know this man. So, I don't know nothing about him. I was like, girl, what Babyface done did? Babyface Ray. Girl, y'all need to, can y'all stop? Baby, girl, sir, that face is every bit of grown. You need to cut that out. You need to stop that. Girl, is that my computer or he needed to clean his nose? Yeah. Okay, that was my little dust up there. Okay, then, well, let me clean that. But anyway, girl, let's move along. Let's move along. All right, let's move along. Make sure you guys are coming in and you are supporting the channel for free by liking the video. Let's see. What else did I have over here? Is this the Master P? Okay. Whew, girl, I done got into Bishop Whitehead, and I ain't think that was going to take a lot. But let's get into the Millers, okay? Because it is, it's a whole lot of, okay? So let me go ahead and just pull that off, and I want to bring something else back up on the screen, okay? Let's start from the beginning, girl. There's so many posts, okay? Let's start from the beginning. All right. First of all, Romeo is on his daddy head top, okay? He's calling him out because it seems like it's been a fester of things over the past few years dealing with his dad that he's failed to, acknowledge, or if he has acknowledged, he's failed to be heard about, right? So he came out and he had some things to say. Now, I will say when I first heard him kind of calling his dad out, I was a bit kind of shocked because I was like, you was just running behind your dad on Growing Up Hip Hop. You didn't even want to meet with your other cast members unless your daddy was involved. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when I think about it, your dad probably kind of messed that situation up for you just a little bit. And maybe you contributed. Maybe it was a 50-50 thing because you didn't know how to handle your own battles or deal with things. You were, I don't know why a lot of reality stars, because this is where I felt like Romeo was. A lot of reality stars come on the shows and they do it for so long, and then they get to this place where they feel like they better than it. And then next thing you know, we see them back on the show. So I don't know if that's the route that y'all want to go when y'all act like y'all better than it. And then in 2 years or so, you need that same show again so you can get a coin. But anyway, that may not be your situation. I'm just telling you what it made me think of, okay? So earlier this week, we did learn about, I believe it was this week, I think it was this week. We learned about the passing of Twitch, okay? Very devastating, very, very sad, okay? Twitch was a dancer. He was also the DJ for Miss Ellen DeGeneres, one of her very close friends, and he passed away, okay? By his own decision, okay? So what happened, also know this, Master P's daughter also passed away earlier this year. I cannot recall. I think she could have made her own decision or either had something to do with drugs or something like that. But don't quote me on that, okay? Y'all do y'all own research. But anyway, so just know that Romeo lost a sister and Master P lost a daughter. And I do remember her being on the show at one point and them kind of having issues with her, and Master P wanted her to get things in order, right? Well, he, fast forwarding, she ended up passing away. Fast forward, Twitch has passed away. And Mr. P decided that he was going to come to social media. And he just pretty much shouted out Twitch. Once he shouted Twitch out, so it was an overdose. Thank y'all for confirming that. I really hate that for her. I hate that for her. So once he came to social media to, shout out Twitch and all of that, Romeo came to the front and said today was a boiling point. I seen a man avoid his own children struggle with suicide and depression, but post another man who passed today, but he doesn't even know y'all idols be lost. Better stop following the blind. Watch when it's revealed. So he's been on his daddy head. Like, that was the first thing, and it was like, oh, wow, right? Well, this is what Master P comes back and posts, and he says, Satan, you are a liar. Love y'all, and Jesus loves you too. Keep being a blessing, and more blessings will come. Now, I'm going to stop right here real quick so I can say this. After Romeo put his daddy on blast, Master P went over, and I'm not finna pull it up, but he went over on his page, right? And he sat down on the steps, girl, with a Scooby Snoops. What's the thing? Like, it's kind of like Fruit Loops that him and Snoop Dogg working on. He's sitting down with his box of cereal on the stairs, right? And as I'm watching the video, I'm like, baby, what this got to do? What Loops got to do with it? Come on. What Loops? For a second. Come on, Tina. Like, I'm trying to understand why you got these loops sitting up here, whatever these Fruit Loops or whatever, girl. Like, if you trying to address, your son, or really he wasn't addressing his son, he was addressing the bloggers. And he added the shade room, and he just felt like they were being messy for talking about his family situation and everything. Like, we still healing and stuff like that. Like, when I'm over here going up against war against Fruit Loop, one of the biggest companies or whatever in the world, and I end up winning the case, and we out here trying to do this and that, y'all never posted or whatever. So he was really upset about that. So I was like, okay, I see how you tied all of that in. See, everything, like, I can't even blame Master P, because I now I'm starting to think I wish more people were smart like that, okay? Because I do think that's a little smart. He already knows from what his son did, and the fact that some of the blogs are posting him, that people are going to come to his page trying to see what's going on. So why not address it? Why not at Shade Room, just for Shade Room to repost it on their page, possibly, and it's only going to get more eyes on your Fruit Loops or whatever they call it. And I hate to say it wrong. I really do. I really hate to say it wrong. I know I screen recorded this thing just a little bit. I just want to have it right, because I'm just calling it everything but what it is. Snoop. It's called Snoop cereal, okay? That's what it's called, Snoop cereal. It's not Loops in it, it's Snoop cereal. So if they post it, then, it's only going to make more people be like, oh, well, what's Snoop cereal? Where's that? I didn't even know you got that, because when I started looking through the comments, what did I see? Hey, I understand what's going on, but, hey, how can I get them Snoop snacks or them Snoop cereals or whatever, right? So his marketing, I see what you did there, sir. I see what you did. And I think a lot of people should be wise. Like, don't be sitting on social media. I hate to say this, okay? And not that I'm taking Master P's side in this, because we're going to go through all of it. But I just feel like I saw the tactic that he used in that video and in that post. And I wish more people that are celebrities, if y'all going to argue on social media, like, be smart a little bit. Like, figure out a way for it to benefit you. But I mean, you ain't got to. But I mean, you could just waste your time on social media just talking about nothing. But, anywho, there's that. So that's what's going on, all right? Just wanted to bring that up. So then he also says Satan is a liar or whatever. And then this is where Romeo comes to the front. And I wasn't going to read this, right? I'm going to read this, okay? We're going to get into this, okay? So let's go ahead and pull that up. So this is where it starts, all right? He says, the tree of trauma. Dear giants, why do you want to be patted on the back so badly for doing good, when as God-fearing men and women, we are supposed to do that? ? Why do y'all feel the need to promote and hold a product on every interview just to validate your worth? Don't the people see that? ? Girl, how is the media one day your best friend and then the next day they liars? Girl. Whether it's the past or the present, karma has never been known for a liar. So why complain when we signed up for a job that reads no privacy required? I guess he's talking about his celebrity. How are we in a household of God and can't even pray for the lost ones that's kin to me? Ooh, how come it took my daughter being born to finally realize that we have blindly been feeding the enemy? Whew. I'm trying to make sure y'all hear me. How if I really speak my truth, my family legacy will crumble? That's like telling a boxer he has no right to rumble. Imagine telling a butterfly she has no right to fly. Then that butterfly has died before she has even died. Why is being right to strangers so much more important than being vulnerable at home? Probably because that little boy is just in a body that's grown. Girl, it's giving this. It ain't funny, but it's giving this. I'm not even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? It's giving the snaps. But I do feel like he's eating in this message. I do. I feel like he's eating. But it's giving the snaps, okay? He says, heal, kid, heal. It's the only way to really feel. Why is it that I'm soaring and my siblings are not? Probably because our father didn't give them the same time on the clock. I would have had to pull up on on Romeo. I'm sorry. I would have had to pull up on that young man. Like when I saw that tree of trauma, open up the door. Because I would have had to pull up on him. Like, you're not finna, Don't be trying to air me, baby. Okay, I would have had to pull it. You're going to have to see about me, son. Son, you're going to have to see about me. What? What you said? I'm a little boy and a grown man. But what you said? Child had to pull up on him. Chase the money or chase the family. You can't do both because now you are gambling. He about to lose his family. That's what it sounds like. He said, why is it that you can't take the same heat as our mother can? Mama weathered the dragging of media for years with no voice because she doesn't kneel to man. Listen, and then she sue you? Y'all, by the time we finish this, you're going to see how sad this situation is for real, for real. It's really a sad thing. You know, we may find comedic levels and layers and stuff, but it's really sad as hell. He goes on to say, it's no challenge. The power of woman outweighs the power of man. How is it okay to ridicule one in public for their mistakes, but protect the other because of his role? My mother was broken for years publicly and still from the concrete she rose. Ooh. If people really knew your truth, you'd be strong like mama too. And although she might not be known for gold, no matter what her family put her through, her heart never turned blue. Regardless of the damage, just look deep, because behind every great king, there was a queen that carried on his curses that was never seen. He says, I write this because although I didn't live the life that may have been painted in the scenes, I do understand compared to most that me and my father has lived the American dream. But what about the ones behind us that was never seen? Just look between the lines of day and night, no matter what you preach. That is how you save a life. I've tried and tried behind the walls that hide, but maybe social media is the only way to open this giant's eyes. Girl, I would be over there. Girl, we would have to fight. Girl, moment of silence. Because y'all not finna tell me y'all didn't understand what this boy said in this message. Y'all not finna do that to me. Because, yeah, this is a lot. It's a lot. It seems like it was a build-up. I feel like that boy had been just adding on, building up, not saying that. And he's exploding on social media. But I also have to say, I'm wondering, is it because the show about to come on? So when he says in one of the tweets on his IG story, when he says something like, just watch when it's revealed, I'm like, okay, girl, so y'all gonna be talking about this on the show? Is that gonna be an issue of y'all's on the show? Are we gonna see that? Girl, not y'all to call this man Romeo Isha. What you call Romisha? In the comments. Now, why you had to call that man that? I cannot. What'd you say? You better go ahead, Romy. Y'all are crazy. So let's get into more. So after he dropped this, Master P came in and he says, this new generation of kids need to stop blaming their parents for everything. How do you think they got to where they are without their parents making sacrifices for them? Mental illness is real, and so many families are tragically affected by it, especially when there is added trauma like death of a loved one. Okay. He says social media is not the place for healing. I think he's right on that too. He said, son, I love you. Stop trying to get people to feel sorry for you, and let's come up with the solution. You can come talk to your father and your family like a man. You have kids too. No family is perfect, but together with God, we can heal and we can get through this, okay? So that's what he says, and he pretty much goes on to repeat himself, okay? Child, this is a lie. Girl, I ain't even see he put all this up. Wait a minute. When others use their platforms and voice, it's inspiring. But when I speak my truth, I'm told I'm disrespectful and entitled. For my family, I'm willing to be the villain, though, if that's what it takes, because no matter how long, good will always prevail. Just want to make it clear that I will always love my father, but it doesn't mean I have to follow him. And for me personally, my feelings have nothing to do with the death of my sister. No one is to blame for certain decisions she made as an adult. Our family needed shaking away before the tragedy, and at least now I know she's finally at peace. I've dealt with death before, and it's inevitable, but my daughter coming into this world was my awakening. Excuse me. Of having to get things right from the start, okay? If we don't learn from our parents' mistakes, then how do we truly grow? Just like one day, my daughter will learn from mine. So that's generational wealth. I can't force an adult to do something they don't believe. But the day my dad accepts to begin healing with his family with professional help rather than only just him is the day this family will begin healing. We've had the talks in private, and now we are here. There will be growth from this chapter no matter. Okay, so when he says this about his dad and he's talking about, like, hopefully you'll get help, from a professional, I don't know why, y'all, for the people that watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, that made me think about Marceau. And it just made me think about a lot of men that may be in like a power position or whatever with, having their business to take care of their family. Are they always like this where it's only their way or no other way? Like, do they all operate like that? Like, I don't know. That just crossed my mind, and I'm just wondering, like, are y'all all like that? Child, this is a lot. This was my last straw pop. Stop trying to play the victim. I loved you so much that I followed you blindly for 30 plus years, and baby, indeed. We've talked behind closed doors. You aren't the man who you paint to be, and why is it war? Because I refuse to follow your lead. Romeo, you can't help but rhyme and huh? You only want to protect your image, but the image isn't even real, and I don't need anyone to feel sorry for me, Pops. I'm truly a man of God. If you're really a man of God, then you will prevail in the end. Even when I share my truth, I've tried to keep things in-house. You are addicted to social media and unfortunately use this app as a therapy. 3K plus post. Ooh. What he says, see or I and win, what? When the world finds out about the finances outside of a gift or a car, I've never paid for anything I've accomplished is Lil Romeo. Oh, wow. You only pay outsiders rightfully so they'll speak good on your name. I'm at peace because I can now speak my truth and help others. Child, my mama was always right. And I was saying, your mama been trying to tell you, but now you know. He says your pride is everything. Baby, one day y'all gonna listen to your mama. It's always when y'all want to get much older, much, much, much older, then y'all want to sit up there and listen to what y'all mama said. Well, I guess, okay. He also tells his dad, geez, talk about gaslighting. I truly believe my pops did the best he could from his understanding, but he's painted a picture of perfection and success that has caused more harm than good. I have no other choice but to speak my truth, and artist truth is all they have. It's why I stepped away the first time as a kid. So you stepped away from your daddy when you was a kid? Girl, this is a lie. So this is when Master P comes and does his story.
But I try to call my son. People say, why you call? I did. He don't call back. It's been months. So my question is to Romeo. Like, if you've been in the business for long as you've been in, and you're a 30-something-year-old man, And if you've been around me, watching me hustle and do my thing, why you not where you want to be at? Because that means you not listening. That means you want to do your own thing. You done brought your own circle of people, but you can't get mad at me because I really thought this was about, the only reason I entertain this on social media, I thought it was about the DJ Twitch post I put up. And I thought it was about my daughter's death. I thought you was grieving. Mental illness is real. But I want to tell all the people out there that just don't understand how bad my heart hurt. Romeo lost a sister, but I lost a daughter. And for any parent that's going through this, because I know that, and put this on the internet, which I don't want to do.
I kind of felt bad for him when he was talking. He sounded like he was pleading. Like I called him. He don't want to answer. He ain't answer. He don't want to talk to me. I kind of felt bad. He says, I'm at peace now. I know the truth. This social media rant was never about my daughter. This was about some money. Houses, cars, and jewelry are temporary. You can't take any of it with you when you die. Life is too short. People got to stop being ungrateful and place blame when they're not where they want to be in life. I'm tired of people saying they love me only when I gave them something. Only when I give them something. I'm not an ATM machine or a robot. I have feelings too. Thanks for all your prayers. We need it. I'm moving on, going back to work and hustle for the ones that appreciate me. And he added his son. I really, like, this is really sad. You know what I'm saying? This is sad. This is where he kind of gets into rap snacks. And he talks about how he never made no money off of it, which is insane to me. He says, I would just like to thank James and Taylor of Rap Snacks for seeking the truth and doing proper business. This year, I will get my first Rap Snacks check and finally start receiving my earnings from my bags. Wow. I was told as a kid that we owned Rap Snacks and that my payday would come after we put in work and sold the company. Silly me, he says. I promoted a company for free for 15 years. I didn't even know it was around that long, baby. I'm not going to hold you. I thought this just started like a few years ago. Didn't know nothing about it, but that's good because I saw it in Sam's and I wanted to get me some, so I probably will. But anyway, he says, I promoted a company for 15 plus years based on the word of my pops without being allowed to see any contracts or even meet with the team. I stayed loyal. Wow. And it's crazy because so many people get taken advantage of like that in the industry. And I think it just hurts a bit more when it's your family, especially when I hate to see like child stars put in all their work when they're young. And then when they get older, they have nothing to show for it because their parents was up there living off of them. You know what I'm saying? Living off of what their creativity, you know? So, you know, it's a bit unfortunate. But, you know, Master P already had his own stuff going on too, you know? So ain't like he was really living off his son for real, I don't think, because he had you know what I'm saying, had a lot of stuff going on. But let's keep going. He says, without being allowed to see any contracts or whatnot, he stayed loyal. He says, but I'm entitled and ungrateful now? Question mark. Only addressing this here because my father is trying to gaslight and break me instead of taking accountability for his mistakes and greed. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. My mental is very strong because I do the work, but no man or woman should live a lie to protect another. Girl, I thought he was just collecting Angela on growing up here. Baby, he out here collecting the hell out of his father. My stand isn't about money. It's about the perception of money. My father knows that I've made the most earnings over the past 10 years and played my part quietly, as always, so he could shine. In time, the truth will prevail, and I believe when my father truly leans on only God and not image and money, he will be the richest man in the world if that's what his heart desires. None of y'all love my father more than me. I know my sister's passing was a warning, and just like Moses in the Bible, the man that leads the people out isn't always allowed to the promised land because of his own ego. Don't have to be perfect, but I can't follow someone who's been blinded. Y'all make fun of me because y'all think I was raised a certain way, but I was built for this. I was built for this season of ridicule and misunderstanding. I'm willing to be judged and walk through the fire for my family in hopes of a great leader waking up. I've reached out behind closed doors and got burnt repeatedly. So maybe that's why he's not answering his daddy calls no more. He's an adult and has to do the honest work as well. Like I told him, I have to love from a distance. Until then, I have a family now too, and it's critical I protect my peace. No more suffering in silence. Wow. Okay, well. Okay, he said the rise of the Phoenix, honey. So that's what's happening over there. Whew. Girl, y'all need your own show again. Y'all need your own show again, girl. Y'all, I mean, I don't even know if y'all had one, but y'all need your own show. If y'all ain't had one before, y'all need one now, girl. And maybe not. Maybe y'all don't need no show. Y'all just need some good therapy, like he said. Like, y'all need to go behind closed doors and work this thing out. Hopefully they can get on the call and they can talk to each other and figure this out. But it seems like Romeo has resentment towards his dad that he's held on to for a very, very long time. And I can't say that he shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you feel like you've been doing a lot for them and you ain't gotten in the show for it. Like that boy, I think he said he helped his daddy out with his IRS tax. Like all his money went to get him out of tax debt. I said, whoa. Whoa. You know what it makes me think of? And y'all, some of y'all may or may not be able to relate. You know how when a parent get your they name in your get bills in your name when you was younger? May had 2 or 3 bills, and then when you get older, it's not that you ain't gotten in the show for it. It's just that your credit is a bit tapped. You feel what I'm saying? And it makes me reflect back, like, how was it easy for parents to even do some shit like that? I mean, is that still possible? I don't even think you can do it now, but it's just like the way they was getting away with using their kids' social security numbers, and then when you get up there, you get older. Girl, you here 18, however old, you over there in college and stuff, you find out you got like a $1,000 bill, if not more. It's like, wait a minute, ma'am. Girl, I stayed there, but I was 13. Like, I was 13. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So it kind of makes me think of a similar situation. It's just different because it's more money involved and stuff, you know? So that's what it made me think of. Like, just because you messed your credit up and you messed up, you want to use my good credit so that you can get a lower deposit or whatever the case is and get this power on or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or to get that cell phone or something. It's kind of similar to that. Like, you know, just because you messed up and you got IRS tax, you want to use my good coin to pay off your shit. You see, do y'all see what I'm saying? Like, it's really the same. It's like the rich people issue, and then you got the lower. I don't want to say broke people, but you see what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's about the same animosity you would have for your parent, then you get to thinking. And that's the worst thing. When somebody can do something, whether it's a parent or anybody, they do something to you, just that one thing, then you sit back and you think about all the shit that they did. When you go in, you're going in for old and for new. So I understand where he is, and I hate that for him. I do. I hate that for both of them. So I hope that they can, like, for real, have a conversation, because that's really sad as hell. Because for real, like, death can come at any moment, any minute, actually, you know, and that shouldn't always be held over people's heads to, like, make amends with folks, but it is the reality, you know. It is the reality, and I think the takeoff situation would be something that a lot of people can learn from, for real, you know. But there's that. Okay, so that's what's been going on with the Millers. All right, so we're going to go ahead and scoot over. Well, let's see what else we got over here. Let's see. Who is this lady? Miss Cynthia Bailey. All right, Cynthia Bailey, y'all, is returning. She's coming back to Housewives of Atlanta. She is, and I talked about that in one of my videos because we had been seeing pictures of Cynthia Bailey, and I was just wondering, like, is she going to come back as a friend of the show? I would think she would, considering the fact that she's not with Mike Hill. She don't have to be bi-coastal or whatever the case, whatever you call that. She don't have to do that. So now she never sold Lake Bailey. So, hey, I've been seeing her in pictures. Is she going to be back like official friend of the show, or are we just going to see her in some scenes, kind of like Shamia? Like, Shamia was like, you know, the friend of the show, but I don't know if Shamia ever got like a confessional or something. Are we going to see her in like very limited scenes, or are we going to see her a lot? I don't know. I'm wondering. Y'all got to let me know how y'all feeling about Cynthia returning. I feel no ways. I think Cynthia returning in a friend capacity to the show is great for her, because a lot of people complain about Cynthia not bringing a whole lot with her, you know, full-time storyline, right? So her coming back as a friend is perfect, and that may be just what she wants, so that she doesn't have to really dive deeper into what happened between she and Mike Hill, the breakdown of that relationship. She might touch on it, she might not, but I think that Cynthia's gonna find a good spot. Like, I get to get some coin if they're paying her. I get to get some coin out of Bravo and not have to be so obligated to be there all the time, and then I get to still work on some other things that I have in the queue. So I think that may be a good position for her. But I do want to switch over to a piece of audio where she kind of mentioned that she'll be returning. So let's get into that real quick. Hopefully y'all can hear it.
I can say that I am going to play with the girls a little bit this season and maybe some future seasons, but only as a friend. But I do miss hanging out with the ladies a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I have some really great friendships with some of the girls. But now that I'm spending more time back in Atlanta at Lake Bailey, I'm like, well, I may as well go and play with the girls a little bit since I'm back over here.
That's what we're gonna call it, playing with the girls. So
Exactly.
officially, we're gonna see you on the next season of Housewives as a friend.
It's looking that way. They have a few more weeks of filming, and again, I'm here.
Okay.
So I keep getting invited. I keep getting invited to some other events, and before I was like, I'm not filming, you guys. I'm not on the show anymore. I'm not filming. But I think I'm ready to, to get back on camera with some of the ladies.
Good for you, Cynthia. Good for you, girl. If you want to come back, they're going to leave it open. Like, I wouldn't turn it down, girl. Because one thing Cynthia going to do is make sure, let me know that you guys can hear me. Because the last time I played it, I know it was some audio issues. But, a lot of people, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, no, I was going to say that Cynthia really does a good job at, like, maintaining her relationships, kind of like Miss Kandi Burruss. So if they're going to open up the ways for you to get a few $100,000, like, I'm going to slide right in there and be a friend of the show and get my coin. So, I mean, good for her. I think the friend of the show is a perfect position for Miss Cynthia Bailey, So I think that's perfect. Like, congratulations to Miss Cynthia for, returning back and sliding back through there. Because some ladies that have left cannot return. You feel what I'm saying? So that must be really, really good. You want to see her and Kenya cool again? I think we will. I know we got a chance to see both of them together at a concert a few months ago. And then more recently, when Kandi had her bedroom Kandi event, we saw them like taking, pictures or video or whatever together and posting it on social media. So I believe that they are in a much better place than they were. So, yeah. They're in a much better place than they were. So I think we are going to see that just a little bit. So, yeah. So there's that. All right. That's the update. And that's been confirmed by Miss Cynthia Bailey herself. She will be going over and she will be playing with the girls. So good for her. Let's see what else we have over here. Girl. We got to talk about Robyn and Gizelle. Robyn and Gizelle been doing their little tour, girl. I guess this is their way of promoting both Reasonable Shady or whatever it's called and Real Housewives of Potomac at the same time. Y'all know they went over to Sherri Shepherd's show last week or earlier this week where the question was about colorism, bullying, and it wasn't necessarily addressed, okay? Gizelle just felt like social media don't pay them, and so she ain't gonna get them no attention. She don't give a damn, all right? Although I feel like social media plays a very heavy impact, though. You know what I'm saying? Because if we ain't talking about it, ain't nobody watching it. You feel me? But, she don't want to answer to social media, and she feels like it's foolishness that the people are bringing to the front. Meanwhile, Robyn said, I just like that y'all talking about it. Keep talking about it, especially talk about me. No. Yeah, y'all gonna talk about it, but talk about me. Y'all securing my check. Like, that's why I want y'all to keep talking about the show and keep talking about me specifically so that I can make sure that I return, because if I'm giving something, then they're going to see the value. And if I don't give anything, then they're not going to see the value. So that's what Robyn was on. Keep talking about the show. She's glad, and she wants y'all to continue to talk about her specifically because we're securing her a spot the same way we have with Kenya for the past few years. Okay. But anyway, there's that. Now, they went over to Watch What Happens Live, and they, of course, discussed the situation between Wendy and Mia. And one of the things I did want to highlight was that Gizelle is done with Wendy. Why? It's not that deep. It's really not. Karen has said worse things to you. Girl, a whore from Hampton. A whore from Hampton. Did she say you went to Sing Sing or whatever, saying you was in a mental? It's like Karen has said worse things to you, but you're still mad with Wendy and you don't want to have any type of relationship with Wendy. And that's really because I personally feel like you want to get Wendy the hell up off the show. So if it's not happening this year, you're going to do it again next year, So, there's that. And I'm not going to be fooled by Miss Karen being so crazy. I ain't going to say crazy, but I'm not going to be fooled by Karen liking Wendy or even taking Wendy's side, which we've seen she rarely does. Especially considering the fact that last season you told Gizelle that Wendy wasn't even of Potomac. Yikes. But let's go ahead and keep going because I do want to play some of the audio from what the ladies discussed over there on Watch What Happens Live. So let me see which one I want to get into.
Got to get this right off the bat because going back to the Wendy Mia of it all, we got a lot of tweets from people who think that the two of you are hypocrites in the way that you handled Mia versus the way you reacted towards Monique. Gizelle, Amy B said, "How come when Monique and Candace had their violent episode, you hired security, but when Mia was violent towards Wendy, you ordered dessert?" And it goes, and you know, and. Robyn, for you didn't have that same energy with Mia, but you wanted to antagonize and record Wendy for defending herself.
Yeah.
What do you think? You've been getting this a lot on social media.
Well,
Can't be a surprise.
It's apples and oranges.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Like Monique was definitely beating up Candace.
Okay.
It was a drink. It was water across the table.
Okay.
And they didn't show up in another clip.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to correct this lady because she lying, y'all. She lying, y'all. She lying. I have to, no, it's not just a drink. First, girl, and then you talking about it was water. It wasn't water, girl. It was a martini. Okay? And her tossing that drink on there, like that was an attack. And you still sitting over here trying to make it seem like they're two different things. No, they're not. They're not to me. They're the same damn thing. Your reaction is different, okay? That's what's different things. Your reaction from then and now, and it's based on who you don't like. And really, your reaction at that time was based on who you didn't like, and then your reaction this time is the same damn way. You know what I'm saying? Like, yikes. I hate it. But let's get back into it. Let's get back.
Karen and I were talking, and I said, Mia should not have done that. That was totally wrong. However, I don't like Wendy, so I internally kikied when it happened.
Did you ever say to Mia that you thought that she was wrong?
Yes.
Did
they
you,
just
Robyn?
didn't show it.
We said it at the table.
Yes.
I said I thought Mia was wrong in the drink throw, and I think there was some context left out because I was telling Wendy, I was trying to tell her to stop because I was really worried about what may happen to her with her job.
Okay.
And I did not want her to get physical on TV.
Yes.
And so that's why I was saying you're antagonizing her because I didn't want her to cause Mia to do something that would require Wendy to defend herself.
Yes.
Do you?
Liar. Liar. You're a liar, ma'am. Ma'am. Robyn, why you be lying so much? Are you okay? Robyn, why you be lying so much, Robyn? Robyn, why you be lying, girl? Not you actually acting like you was concerned for Miss Wendy when you sat up there and told Wendy if she not gonna fight, then be quiet. What job were you concerned about? Your Real Housewives of Potomac job? Was that the one, like, what job? What you talking about, girl? Why is you lying to the people and to Andy in his face? Andy, say them questions, baby. Say them questions, because see, here's the thing, Andy. Y'all sit up there and watch What Happens Live. It's giving maybe an hour or something, some change. Girl, when you get to that reunion, it's giving 12 hours. Girl, we got time. Answer the question. No. You already said it on Watch What Happens Live. Answer the question. No, can't use that one. Heard that one before. What else you got? Okay, with your bullshit. Let's keep going.
Feel you've held Mia accountable for throwing the drink and her purse at Wendy?
Yeah, we said it that night.
I don't, like, why are we the accountability police?
Right.
I felt like Mia, so.
We told her that it was wrong that night.
Okay.
I don't look at a drink throw as, like, as bad as somebody.
You don't think it's, you think it's apples and oranges,
Yes.
the Monique comparison?
100%.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You see that the viewers don't get that.
I don't know what they get.
Okay.
Girl, I bet you don't. I bet you do not know what they get. Girl. What is wrong with them? I don't know what they get. Girl, they so aggy. They aggy. Aggy. Lack of accountability. Let me tell you something, Wendy. You better come there blazing. You understand? You better be coming there holding people accountable. Don't be afraid. None of that. The same way you came with that energy last season, you know, at the reunion, make sure you come this time, all right? Get in their oars, because, you know, they out of line for that. And Thomas, they told that lady that she was wrong. Girl, I don't believe none of that. Even if that production didn't show it, I don't believe that. Production, y'all need to do a mashup of all the stuff that we didn't see. Do a mashup of that and, you know, run that somewhere over there on the Bravo website for the people to come to, okay? Because these people be out here full of shit, all right? And so much so full of BS, because if that wasn't enough of what Miss Robyn gave us, I want to get into what she said about Charisse holding her back. Girl, Robyn, you were cutting up, girl, just cutting up.
Robyn, Kiki W., after watching the episodes, do you realize Charisse did need to hold you back from Wendy at the dance studio earlier this season?
So we've got some context missing here. She did not. So
well, the clip shows that she was.
She didn't have to hold me back.
Okay, well, she was holding you back.
She wasn't holding me back.
Okay.
She got up. She even says in that moment, it was a natural reaction to get up. But I didn't need her to hold me back. I literally, so say you're Wendy and Robyn's here. I literally walked right here because she told me to stand in my truth 20 times.
Okay.
Like, I didn't need Charisse to hold me back.
Okay. Yeah. But she was holding you.
Come on.
She wasn't holding me. She just got up and, like, touched me, but I didn't need her to do it.
That's a hold.
So I'm not going to say, oh, she was holding me back. I didn't need her to hold me back.
Okay.
Girl, go away from us with this. Go away. I didn't need her, but that's not the thing. Okay, we hear what you didn't need, but that's what it was. That's what it was, though. I mean, she didn't really hold me. She touched me. Like, why are you playing in people's faces? Girl, that's the gaslighting. That's what you were doing. Girl, that's what you were doing. You did that. You did that. Okay, we hate to hear it. We hate to hear it. It does make me question about the reunion and how the reunion is going to go, and if real stuff is going to be getting resolved, and if people are going to accept any type of accountability for how they've shown themselves on the season. And when I say people, primarily Miss Gizelle and Robyn, or are y'all going to be the only ones expecting others to, apologize to y'all and take accountability for them making you feel uncomfortable or whatnot? You know what I'm saying? But y'all be full of SHI and all of the tea. Yeah, y'all do. Let me see what you guys are saying. Then we're going to move on to something else, okay? Robyn, but you said no one had to lay a finger on you. Correct. But then Charisse put her hand, and matter of fact, I could have sworn Charisse touched her shoulders. Like, first I thought she had grabbed her, like, with her, like, put her arm in a way, and then kind of, like, touched her on her shoulder or something. So Robyn capping, like them caps on their website, girl, just capping. What else? Oh, what's going on? What they said, what they did, actions speak louder. Robyn was literally instigating the fight. Who cares if she said Mia was wrong? Period. And I could see them saying that because they already know how it's going to look to the audience and how the audience is going to respond. So if there was a, hey, Mia, you were wrong for this, that's why it was there. It wasn't genuine. That's not how they truly felt. And it don't matter now because it ended up being cut out. So there's that. So that's what's going on with those ladies over there on the Potomac, child. There's that. Okay, I see we have over 500 people in the chat, so definitely go ahead and like up the video if you have yet to do so. Let's go ahead and move on to another housewife before we get to, I believe it's Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, so let's talk about this real quick, okay? So Tamar Braxton happens to be calling out a Real Housewives of Atlanta star and her husband because she feels as though they attacked her or they came for her. Now, a lot of people was believing that it was Eva because of what she said, and we'll get into what she said. But there was a term that she used saying something about official, and all I thought about was Eva's husband because he's an attorney, and I know he was trying to run for office. So I was like, are you talking about Eva? But Eva came to the front, and she said, she ain't talking about me. Not I, said the cat. I know that's right, girl. Come on, Dr. Seuss. No, ma'am, she not talking about me. And that's when Tamar confirmed, like, no, and it was not you, not you at all. So then I started thinking, going over there, looking on her page, I saw that she had a scheduled concert performance that Escape was also a part of, and the only other person over there that's a housewife, that's a peach, honey, is Miss Kandi Burruss. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a hard time believing that it was Kandi. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Kandi and Todd, because how the messages, and let's get into that, because how the messages came off is, it to me, my immediate thought went to somebody just approached you on some stuff. But I feel like they don't really react unless you do something, then they respond, you know. But you know, y'all leave y'all thoughts down below, okay? Tamar says, I was threatened by a peach and a man. Then she went on to say, I feel like if I did what they did, they would have told the world what happened. Okay. Then she says, shall we play a guessing game? Girl, no, because ain't nobody got time for that. And why you put these different stories up and you could have put all of that on one story? Okay? Why is you playing with the people? I don't want to play games. I just want to know the answer. She says, it's beef, and it's a real beef, because your husband stepped to me, period. Merry Christmas. Wow. Really? Well, that's what Tamar is saying. She's saying this lady husband. I don't know. Y'all think that's Todd and Kandi? I mean, it could. I mean, like, who's married? Let's think of Cynthia just separated. Kenya been separated but ain't divorced. Who else we got? Well, who else is there? I mean, would it be Kim? Well, I mean, why would Kim have anything to do with it? Kim Zolciak. Who else we got on the show? I mean, of course, we got Kandi, who's still married. Portia just got married. But why would Simon need to step to Tamar? You know what I'm saying? Who else? Let me put this image back up so I can see who else is on this doggone thing. Drew? Could Ralph have stepped to Tamar at all? Sheree, girl, you down bad. Girl, you know you down bad. All right. Somebody is saying T.I. and Tiny. Now listen, T.I. gonna step. That's the T.I. gonna step. Now, granny, here's the gag. She said a peach. A lot of us immediately thought that it was a peach holder. It's likely that it's a regular person and not a peach holder, but a Georgia peach. It could be Tiny and T.I. I don't know. But I guess we'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Tamar, because she ain't letting the cat out the bag. Now, a lot of people believe that it was Kandi Burruss, because when Kandi came out, she did an interview with House of Aaron. Shout out to House of Aaron. She did an interview, a really good interview over there. And he asked her about her issue with Carlos, and she said that he tried to steal their life story when it came to escape and sell it and do all this stuff. So that's why she wasn't really rocking with Carlos. So once that information came out, next thing you know, we see Tamar. I think she did this on Dish Network, where she just automatically went to the defense of Carlos, and she was just like, you ain't got to, steal that from nobody, or whatever it was, okay? I don't think she did it on Dish Network. I think that she put it on her page or something and reposted something Carlos said. And she was like, because you don't have to steal nothing, nobody life story or whatever. So a lot of people are believing that maybe Todd and Tamar could have, that could have been about Kandi or something. But I don't know, because even after Kandi said what she said on House of Aaron, I've seen red carpet events and Todd, Carlos, and Kandi have taken pictures together. Not that it means a whole lot, but if I don't fuck with somebody, I'm not taking no picture with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's a group pic, okay, maybe cool. But if it's just like I got to take a pic slow, like, no. Like, I just don't. I'm not going to do that. So it makes me think that they may be cool. Maybe, maybe that's not the issue, because it is what it is. But maybe it is T.I. and Tiny, like some of you people. I don't know. Hopefully she tell us. Like I said, we'll be waiting, Miss Tamar. Waiting to find out. I forgot about Sonya. Sonya and her husband. I think Ross gonna step too. Because remember how Ross stepped up and he had pretty much, don't be fucking with my wife or whatever, and he walked off. So it could be Ross and Sonya. But what the hell? I can't get over the fact that Ross, that he said that at the table and got up. What? I'm not over that. But why would he need to cross paths with Tamar? Child, I don't know. Atlanta ain't as big as we think it is, child, okay? Especially in the entertainment sector. So ain't no telling. It could be anything, okay? Whew, child. But there's that, all right? Y'all continue to leave your thoughts and comments down below regarding the Tamar and the Peach situation and the husband as well, okay? We're about to go ahead and move on as we speak on Carlos, okay? Go ahead and like up the video for me. If you have yet to do so, go ahead and like that video for your girl as I get my stuff together over here. All right, so like up the video. I'm gonna give you guys a little second to just go ahead and like up the video. I see we have about 600 people in the chat, and we have about 300, but you know, that's what it's looking like on my end for the likes. Okay, so let's go ahead and try and get the likes up, because we have another long segment ahead of us, and that is the Love and Marriage Huntsville drama, supposed drama, because I feel like a lot of y'all fans be creating a lot of that beef, girl. It be a lot of y'all that be out here doing it. But we about to get into it. Give me 1 second. Almost about to come back to y'all. Give me a second. Okay. I'm coming. Now, why did I show that? I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, y'all. All right, so let's get into the ladies, okay? Melody Holtz and Stormy, okay? Melody Holtz and Miss Stormy. Now, first of all, Miss Melody done called some people out over there on the social media, okay? Let me see if I'm able to pull up her page and see what Miss Girl has said to the people. Well, really, I don't have to. So Mel pretty much went to social media where she was like questioning like some things. Like it was like she was doing like a riddle or something, like guess who, playing a guess who guessing game with who said what and who did what over on Twitter when she was watching the episode. Actually, I think I have it here. Let me see if I can share the screen real quick. Okay, there we go. All right, so it says, at the reunion, who was called boring and considered difficult to work with as it pertains to producers? Who was the puppet master on the stage? Who mentioned and then it was confirmed that someone received a booty text? Woo. Who, during the reunion, said they are concerned that someone particularly is going to hurt themselves or someone else? Then she says, so for the reunion, who had a celebrity stylist fly in, okay? So she ended up putting that up and, you know, just talking with the people over there on the social media, getting their thoughts on stuff or whatnot, right? Well, another thing that she tweeted shortly after that, and y'all, it's a lot to it, so go ahead and hold tight as we try to go through this stuff, okay? So first things first, Melody puts this post up, and she says, "Child, so who the hell recorded this convo? Who recorded this, right?" So for those of you guys that have not tuned into Love and Marriage Huntsville, the latest episode, you know, Melody ended up speaking on Stormy came to the house. You know, she talked to Stormy. Stormy asked her about, I don't know if she asked, I think she asked her about Sheree or whatever. Basically, Melody told her that she said in an interview, like, she don't feel no ways. Like, Melody said she's done interviews where they've asked her about this woman. Melody said, I don't know that lady. Ain't got no issues with that lady. I think she beautiful. She ain't never do nothing to me. So, you know, it is what it is, okay? So she asked who recorded that, right? This is what Melody is asking. I have to put it up again. She says, child, so who the hell recorded this convo? Okay. I believe when Melody said who recorded this, I felt like she was talking about an interview. Now, if it could have been a convo, it could have been a different convo. But I know for a fact it wasn't the conversation she was having with Stormy like some of the people are trying to make it seem. Now, it doesn't mean that they don't have issues. I don't know. But that call that Destiny played, because after Melody had said, you know, whatever she said, like, y'all act like this is the first time I've seen Martell with another woman. I saw him with his mistress and X, Y, and Z or whatever, right? Destiny goes to Martell. She plays this audio for Martell, and Martell gets in his feelings, whatever the case may be, right? And Melody asked on social media, I wonder who recorded that conversation. I feel like she was talking about an interview, honestly, because I've heard Melody say that in more than one interview, like back in July or August when she was doing a series of interviews, okay? She had already said that when the news had broke about Martell and Sheree dating. Here's the other thing as to why I do not believe that was a recorded conversation from Stormy like a lot of y'all are trying to make it be. When you listen to Melody's tone and how she's talking to Stormy versus how she sounds on that recorded call, her voice is more high-pitched on that recorded call, which is what Melody typically does when she does an interview. So, again, I don't know if the ladies have issues. I feel like they're about to start. However, okay, if they don't already, I feel like it's possible. Miss Betty, I'm on your head, girl, 'cause it's your fault. But anyway, girl, it's possible. But as far as what y'all are trying to do, making this thing a thing, that's not what it is, okay? Stormy didn't record it, lady. All right? Destiny captured that off something else. And Stormy, my question would be this. If Destiny did indeed get this interview or whatever, that audio from someone else, and if you're hanging with her as if y'all are good friends, I would question her, maybe, or maybe not question her. I just would kind of feel a way if she see that people are saying that you recorded this, and she has yet to confirm that you didn't record it and send that to her, right? She should, to me. You know what I'm saying? Because now the people are coming after you because somebody put this narrative out there like, oh, did Stormy record it? And we'll get into that. Did Stormy record this? Did Stormy record that? Da, 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 right? And I'm like, no, that's not what happened. I don't know why y'all trying to make that. Use your common sense. Come on, R. Kelly. Use your common sense. Like, why are y'all not, like, that's not the same thing. But again, if Destiny supposed to be one of your good Judies and she hasn't at least said, oh, I didn't get that recording from Stormy, that's all she had to say. You know, so it's like, girl, make sure you take that with a grain of salt. Really, all the friendships. But anywho, let's get into it. So, thank you for that. So, Angie is saying that it's not even an interview. She says it's from the confessional. And another confirmation that it's not from Stormy. Either or, it wasn't from Stormy. Let's keep going. Let me go down. All right. So this person says, so Stormy recorded her and Mel's conversation and shared it with Destiny? No, girl. But you trying, though. You trying, girl. So then Stormy says, the crazy part about it is this is being insinuated because of a post on Twitter. Why would anyone need to secretly record what is on public interviews? I don't know. Let's ask Robyn. Robyn Dixon. Come to the front, Robyn Dixon. You too, Destiny. Anywho, she says, a simple rewind would show it's not verbatim. And do y'all really believe I would record something and the producers would cut my voice out perfectly? It makes no sense. But the crazier thing is this narrative is being pushed because Mel posted that someone secretly recorded her on Twitter as if those exact words are not on other multiple public interviews. It is indeed on other interviews because I heard that for a fact. Melody said the exact same thing she told this girl on interviews. I've heard that. And I believe the one that comes to mind, the very first one, was the one she did with TSR. So y'all can look that up and go check that out. Okay? Let's see. So then somebody says, do y'all think Stormy like Melody for real? Like, do you really think that? Go. This is where Miss Betty decides to get herself involved. And this is where it does disappoint me, I have to say, because it's like, whatever Betty says, Stormy does not feel that way. However, it's going to make it very hard for Stormy because people are going to see Miss Betty in the same light that they're seeing Miss Wanda. Wanda says a lot of fly things out of her mouth, and whether Tisha feels that way or not, it still falls back on Tisha and makes Tisha look bad because people are going to believe that if your mama is saying this and you not saying that, your mama really speaking the truth that you want to speak, but you're afraid to speak it. So therefore, it's going to make the audience turn on Tisha. And it looks like a similar thing when it comes to Stormy, all because her mom is adding in additional sense that shouldn't be added. You know what I'm saying? In addition to that, people pulling up her history of, things that she may have said about the show as watching it as a viewer and dragging her accordingly. You know what I'm saying? But understand, Stormy and Miss Betty, they have two different, they don't feel the same about the situation, but it is what it is, okay? And then it's crazy, like, Love and Marriage Huntsville, this is going to get real tricky. And it's because the audience, it's just going to be interesting to see what's going to be happening with the audience a bit. Because you're going to have some of the audience that's going to turn on Stormy if anything is true, that Mel's not rocking with Stormy. Then you're going to have some of the audience that's going to turn on Mel because they're going to feel like, well, you just ain't trying to get along with nobody in the group, da-da-da-da-da, why are you here type thing. So it's just going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. So hopefully everybody can get to one accord where they kind of reel things back in just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be crazy, girl. It's just going to be, yeah. Somebody, I don't know, Nakia, that's a good question. When they ask you, where did it go, girl? I just had it. Nakia just asked like where, the better question was where did Stormy get the audio and who gave it to her or something like that you asked. Yeah, you just asked that question and then you answered the question. I think it may be Love and Marriage Huntsville producers. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If somebody is believing it came from a confessional, it could be that. And if it came from an interview, then she could have just went and grabbed it just to bring it up, you know. And then that also still could have been a producer too. Like, hey, when you go into this scene, make sure you bring up this audio to Martell, see what he say. Could have been as simple as that. Let's see what else. Let me go back down. Where are we? So I don't think I finished. Did I finish Stormy? Yeah, I did finish Stormy. Okay. So this is where Miss Betty gets involved. Do y'all think Stormy liked Melody for real? Child, Miss Betty said, do you think Melody liked Stormy for real? Girl, what? What are you saying here? Someone says, yep, Stormy is the one that has been moving funny on the internet. Mel hasn't. So again, do you think Stormy liked Melody for real? Okay. Let's see what else was put out there. Someone says, Melody doesn't like nobody. That's not kissing her. And Miss Betty says, exactly. Miss Betty, you can't be doing stuff like this, girl. You can't be doing stuff like what is this? What is this, Miss Betty? Miss Betty, you can't be doing this. Then she says Stormy is not the one causing the drama. She never did. She never said or did anything against Mel. Mel is the one making accusations. Let's be honest here. Mel ain't make no accusation towards. She didn't say it towards a particular person. All she said was, I wonder who recorded this convo or whatever. Mel probably knew that it came from a confessional. But because y'all get in these groups on social media and let them fake pump you, you end up taking the bait. You know what I'm saying? Therefore creating issues that never were. So that's how it's like you got to be smarter than that. You got to be smarter than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. That girl wasn't really making no accusations. All she said was, I wonder who recorded that. She could have been talking about a producer. She could have been talking about Destiny herself. I don't even know how y'all even allowed somebody to add in Stormy into the mess. Like anybody, like use your common sense. If you were watching the show, you could tell they two different conversations. So whoever put that, oh my God, did Stormy record? Nah, you just wanted something like that to happen. I mean, like who comes up with that? Like that's just what you wanted. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's see what else. So then this is a message that came from social media. Okay, this was on social media. The person says, it's amazing how you comment on all of Letitia and Destiny's pictures, but cannot not even like any of Melody's pictures. Wow, what a friend. And then Stormy says, I don't see her liking and commenting on mine, babe. Keep that same energy. Period. So when she says keep that same energy, what she's saying is if you're going to come to my page and you're going to try to check me on what it is I like and don't like, if you see that another person is not liking my post either, then go and say something to them. Don't let it be one-sided, as a lot of y'all like to do. Y'all like to make it just seem like this person is a problem, as if this person ain't got no problems in the world. You know, and sometimes I know for myself, I don't even be seeing people sometimes, and I actually be frustrated about it. Like, why do I see the same 10 people on my damn timeline? Like, can I sort my own stuff, please? Because I'm seeing stuff from 2 and 3 days ago. Can I filter to newest, please, so I can see the people that I actually follow? It makes no sense, right? So those are my thoughts, okay? That's my situation. That's not Stormy's situation, but that's where I'm at with it, okay? So, yeah. I know this is probably pissing some of y'all male stands off, girl, but I'm not finna choose up on that damn team. I'm just gonna call it how it looks to me. Let's see what else. Where are we? Let me see. Yeah, we did that one. So when this person posted this in a different chat, Stormy says, I didn't lie though, babe. Why is it one-sided? I only noticed it because the fans tried to call me out about it. But since they did, the fact is she hasn't commented or liked mine either. And that's okay. That's absolutely okay. I don't measure friendship on likes and comments. That's not how I measure friendship, is what she said. Okay? So then someone goes on to say, I thought it was genuine when she initially came on the show. I guess I'm just built differently. If you're my friend, I just can't fuck with people who don't fuck with you. But her and her husband are really rocking with the skies. So I see her and Mel weren't really friends, but friendly for the show. So Stormy says, from my vantage point, there is no beef though. And then this person says, well, your mama about to start it. All in the comments insinuating Mel's not your friend. On God. I said, listen, I'm with you on that. Now I'm with you when you're right, baby. Your mama about to get it started. You feel what I'm saying? But, I mean, everybody's different, right? Like, I have 2 friends currently that don't really rock with each other. But I do not discuss them with each other. I just feel uncomfortable. Like, for me, everybody's different, though. I don't feel comfortable. Like, Talk that to her. When me and you hanging out, this how we hanging. You know what I'm saying? When I'm hanging with you, it's about us. Like we kicking it. You know, it ain't no shade, but you're another motherfucking factor. Like no shade, girl. We over here trying to do what we do, okay? So I feel like those friendships, I think that's fine. I think it's okay. And keep in mind, while this person is saying, oh, I just can't fuck with Mel actually was out here encouraging her friends to get to know said people, just like she did Destiny, just like she did Stormy. That's cool. This is where y'all F up. Again, if you engage in these friendships and you engage in conversation that's speaking negatively on her, then I think it makes sense. Like, I don't want to really rock with you, you know? So there's that. And then also you just got to build that trust factor too. Like, thank God, like I don't be with this person and then say, oh, well, such and such told me. Hell no, girl, you're not finna catch me in none of that. Such and had told me like her house had it. That's not this other person's business. I don't like that because I like to tell my own business. So I'm not finna do you like that, you know? So, I mean, you know, grow up, people. Grow up. Let's see. What else do we have here? Where is the rest of it? Let me see, because it's a lot. Let me see where we are. We talked about that. We talked about this one. Okay, let's get into this one here. All right. So this person says, I don't think Mel likes Stormy for real. Mel moves funny with people that has a neutral ground with the people she doesn't like. From the few episodes, they actually showed Stormy in her own light. You can tell she is the one who is really at peace and doesn't do drama. I hope they remain friends because Mel needs some friends to hold her accountable and actually call her out on her BS. Okay. Stormy says, I like Mel and everybody on the cast. I think as people, they all totally rock. Okay, she says whether we friends or we associates, I don't dislike anybody. Okay, so this is Stormy continuing to say she ain't got no beef with nobody. She don't dislike nobody. Okay, so this is what Stormy is out here saying. All right. Excuse me. Let me see what Gigi's saying. What's up, Gigi? I really thought Stormy and Mel like rocked with each other. Shit. I guess nah, girl. I don't know. I mean, I think they're cool. I don't know. I don't know for sure. I do know Mama Betty is coming off like she don't like that woman. And that could be a problem for Stormy. Because when Mel find that out, which she already know, she probably gonna take that out on Stormy. And she gonna be like, BIT, because she gonna probably look at it how a lot of people gonna look at it. If that's what your mama's saying, that's probably how you feel too. Yikes, okay? But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what some of the male stands are going to say about that as more people, as she don't really fuck with more people on the cast. Like she just not like if that is true about Stormy. I wonder what y'all finna say. Anywho, so then Stormy says, Ma, since I was a little girl, you've always told me how you felt about my friends, even when I didn't see it. I've always prayed you were wrong. Today I have the same prayer. Most times, almost always you were right, but maybe this time is different. Let's hope so. Her mom says, it's the same. I've been warning you from day one. I haven't been wrong yet. Now, granted, I will say mama does know, okay? Mama always know, okay? That's facts. I'm going to put that out there. However, Stormy, why you put this message up there? Why did you put this message up there? Only for your mama to respond. Now, see, I understand you when it comes to marketing and stuff. I get that. I know, you know what I'm saying? You like to do your work. The more they talking, whether it's good or bad, you know what I'm saying? It's going to run the people over there to the website, whatever. Got that. Boom. Okay. All right. But I still feel like that could have been a text conversation, because now with this post of what you're putting up, it's definitely leading into an underlining issue between you and Melody that the people don't know nothing about yet. And this is really, to me, not a good situation for nobody, because like I said, people going to turn on Stormy, and then people finna turn on Mel, because they're going to feel like Mel problematic. They're going to feel like Mel don't like to get along with nobody. Look at, she ain't even fooling with the whole cast. So it's not a good situation at all, but if it's the truth, it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, train wreck waiting to happen. What else? All right, so then let me go back. Okay, yeah, so she said she ain't been wrong yet. So let's get to the other part. Where is it? All right, so then Mama Steele come back to the front. Mama Steele said, what help can you prove that Mel has given Stormy? I can't recall 2 and prove 3 times Stormy has helped Mel. 1, allow her and her children to use her pool when they wanted to go swimming. And 2, the use of her home for shooting her video. And 3, the use of her home for her video release party. So you tell me, what help can you prove that Mel has given to Stormy? Stormy, let next season be your last season. Should you go into a new season, it need to be your last. Because if you do not wrangle your mama in, or whatever they say, ring her in, girl, and grab her back, it's gonna go just like Miss Wanda. Even if that's not how you feel. Because one thing these people gonna do, they gonna make you feel that way. They gonna make it that thing. For sure. So you need to reel her back. And I like her. You know, I was enjoying your mama back when the whole fight happened, and she was in the car, in the back of the car, giving us all the tea, girl, because you couldn't give it to us. I was here for that. And she was cute. I said, yes, ma'am, Miss Betty. Yes, ma'am, Mama Steele. However, peace be still, Mama Steele, be still. Okay? Be still. Hush. This is not looking good. And I know that you're defending yourself, Stormy, but that's not making you look good either. That's not making you look good either. Let's see what else. And then, I feel like if there is an issue, y'all spoke on it prematurely too, which is also gonna make people look at y'all sideways. Like, I just feel like, I feel like y'all were baited with the question or whatever was put out there, and y'all be so trigger happy with the keyboard to respond. You know what I'm saying? And that's not how that should have went, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Nakia, for putting that in the chat. I appreciate that, for confirming. She says, I hope I'm saying your name right, girl, because I feel like I'm messing it up. Forgive me. Stormy publicly addressed her mother to publicly calm it down while trying not to disrespect her mother. So she did try to get her. Okay, good. I'm glad she pulled her back, girl. Get it together. You trying to mess it up for me. I ain't got no beef, and I don't want no fucking beef. And Stormy said if it ever comes down to her having beef, she gonna exit stage left. And I'm telling you, you need to exit after the next season. You might want to go. Okay? Because once the stands, or whatever you want to call them, once they have a set thought in their head, they're going to hold on to that. So it don't matter what you do, they're going to always twist and turn your statements, your actions, and everything to apply as something that's against the person that they are for. So it's going to be like a lose type of situation, you know. But I do think the audience is going to split. I do. I think there are going to be some people that's going to be like, oh, no, male is a problem, da-da-da-da. And I think it's going to be some people that are going to see Stormy as a problem. Meanwhile, I'm over here being Karen Huger because I'm going to be on the fence. And I'm just going to call things as I see them, okay? I'm not going to choose sides with you people. I'm just not going to do that. If one is wrong, they're wrong. Feel away and have a good day. Like, that's just how it's going to be, girl. Feel away and have a good day. We're going to be on to something next. Something else next. You know what I'm saying? Y'all over there still upset about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Girl, I'm over here on Potomac and other things, okay? So I'm just saying, feel away and have a good day. What else was there? Did we get into that? Yeah, that's what a mama. And then, like, why did you do this? Like, why the girl? It's giving Wanda so bad. So bad. It's giving Wanda so bad. And I hate that for you, girl. Because, girl, we don't even see Wanda no more. Girl, I hate that, like, really bad. Girl, I would get her phone and change her passwords. Do you hear me? Change them. Delete the app. Mama, let me see your phone. What you need? I need to get such number. Girl, app deleted. Hear me. Password changed. Because you losing it. You're losing it, Mom. Come back. All right. So then someone says, Stormy's mother is doing a lot of speaking. And for clarification, so the fans of the show won't get Stormy's mother's feelings and Stormy's feelings misconstrued? Or think that Stormy's mom is speaking for her? Stormy, what are your thoughts? How do you view your relationship with Melody? Did you hear that Melody didn't want you on the show like your mother said the Huntsville streets were saying? Girl, listen. Don't listen to them Huntsville streets. Don't. Because let Melody tell it on her page. They ain't even the top market of the folks that watch the damn show. So it's like, girl, they probably dry hating on that lady because she done sat up here and became a success out there in Huntsville. Meanwhile, they got to continue to report to the plant because they're upset that's where they have to work. But anyway, girl, so don't be sitting up there like, don't do that, okay? Don't listen to these Huntsville streets like that, girl. They just be talking. They just be talking. I know, because I'm from a small town, girl. They just be talking. You feel what I'm saying, girl? They just be talking. They just be coming up like, she ain't want that girl on the show. Blah, 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 blah. Like, girl, you don't know what that lady wanted on the show. She ain't want her on the show. Why the hell did she go film with her? You know what I'm saying? Why did she say, hey, can I use your house for this? Can I use your house for that? And formed a friendship. Like, she didn't want her on the show. I don't think Mel mind that lady being on the show because it wasn't going to affect her check. If that's what you want to do, okay, come on. That's fine. That's fine. But anyway, let's keep going. All right. I don't know why her mama here listen to the Huntsville street. Anyway, girl. So then Stormy says, hey, babe. My thoughts are this. My mom has her own discernment. I'm 34 years old and till this day make my own decisions and love on the people I choose to regardless of what anyone says. We are two different people. Historically, my mom has been right a lot and she's seen me hurt even after she's warned me. I don't think she likes to see that for me. I'm not hurt today. What that mean? I'm not hurt today. She says, I like everyone on the show. I think they're all great people. I don't have a beef with anyone. I don't plan on it. My hopes for sharing my likeness on Love and Marriage Huntsville is to show genuine authenticity, okay? Up and downs within my own life, not drama and beef with cast members. If that becomes a theme or even look like it, I will happily, gracefully exit stage left, okay? Well, okay? So those are the things that Miss Stormy had to say. She wanted to clarify yet again, she ain't got no beef with nobody on this show. I don't think it's a need to have no beef with nobody on the show. You know what I'm saying? That really ain't doing that to you. But again, I don't know the behind the scenes, you know. I don't know what that behind the scenes are. I don't know. When I think about Destiny and Mel, I think they were actual friends prior to the show. I don't know how long Stormy and Destiny been friends, and they shared things and stuff. So to find out that she's over there kikiing, with a person that I'm not really cool with at this time, I understand that fallout. I don't know what's going on between Stormy and Stormy and Melody, and I don't know what Melody expectations were of Stormy either, considering the fact that I don't even think they've been friends that long, so I don't know. So, I mean, hey, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what's really good with that. But Melody did come to the front. When a lot of those things were put out there, Melody came to the front. And this is what Melody had to say, okay? One of the posts says, it's like, well, at least she reposted what somebody else said. They said, it's like the whole cast on a I'm hating Melody stage of their life. Ah, ha, 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 ha. No, she says, and I'm loving it for them because they so mad. Ah, ha, 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 ha. You know I'm the queen of the city, bitch. That's why you mad. Little bit. Little bit. Or at least you know I'm the face of the city, and that's why you mad. So then Melody goes and she says, I've been super busy today, enjoying family and working. But let me say this, considering I've already had the convo tonight with the person who wanted to have it, when I spoke of secret recordings on Twitter, I wasn't speaking on anybody who is currently in my home. There's a whole lot that has transpired that makes me protect myself, including getting my home scanned for recording devices. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Now, key thing that she said was let me see. She says, let me go back. She says, but let me say this, considering I've already had the convo tonight with the person who wanted to have it. It makes me wonder, Stormy, were you that person that wanted to have it to get clarification, to get your mom to calm the hell down with what she was doing on social media? Like, confirm to this lady that we good and you wouldn't even talk about me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I do think, though, Mel, I do think it's a bit extreme to say that you over there getting your house checked for recording devices. Now, granted, some part of me feel like you should do that in general when you're moving into a house, because you just never know, you know what I'm saying? So if you have the means to be able to check, because you just never know who probably got a little camera plugged in the wall and a little this over there. So, do your due diligence. But as far as like this right here, girl, that came from either an interview you already did or the confessional, like somebody already said. That I don't think that came by way of just no conversation, unless it was a conversation that we don't know about, right? And then maybe that would justify why she's trying to, get these devices and get the house scanned and all this other stuff like that. But it's giving 20 on 10. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Niecy Dixon, because her being a Scorpio, you know what I'm saying? She tell you a lot and you learn a lot. It's giving 20 on 10. It's giving 20 on 10. Girl, the stand's going to be upset. But I'm just being honest, girl. Okay? Feel away and have a great day. That's all that I can tell you. Feel away, have a great day. But yeah, so this what's been going on in the Love and Marriage Huntsville streets. The girls are not necessarily fighting, but the fans are definitely tussling. And they live. As much as they say they want to keep the drama off of social media, they always run to social media to do it, because what? They need social media. Period. Girl, they had a whole segment called Social Media Mania. Girl, they need social media. So, Gizelle, don't ever try and downplay social media, girl. Somebody you don't get a check from them. Girl, what? Don't say that. Don't say that, girl. And then for Robyn to sit right next to you talking about some she just, y'all, we just glad that y'all watching it and talking about it. Yeah, Don't act like social media ain't got no impact. Boo. But anyway, girl, yes, it was a good review. Miss Ann, I listened to that earlier today. It was a really good review from Miss Niecy Dixon. So yes, honey. That's all that I got for real, though. I just wanted to come to y'all, chat with y'all. I haven't been live in a minute. So I just wanted to, run through a few things, let you guys know what's been happening out here in these streets, Yeah, so that's really it. Just make sure you ease up and moonwalk out of them Huntsville streets, because, girl, that can't be trusted for real. What you said? Just give me the book, Mel. Give you what book? Give you what book? When she said someone currently in my home, I thought she meant Martell. Currently, he ain't never been in her house. He ain't never been in there. Okay, let's entertain this. What if Martell put something in the kid's bag when he brought them back? I don't know. But for me, watching Martell do this speech, as I said in my review, shout out to the people on Patreon because only the people on Patreon have seen the review. But the speech was giving elementary. Okay, it was giving first graders, second graders, kindergartners getting up there doing a Martin Luther King speech and want to make sure they remember all their lines with a piece of paper. So with that being said, do you really think he able to put that in that baby bag? I don't know if the intelligence is all the way there, but then maybe I'm underestimating him, because, hey, he was able to get away with a mistress for God knows how long. So who the hell am I? I'm just telling you what my thoughts are. Let's see. I believe she was talking about Martell. She probably can't say his name directly, and Martell wants to record her for court. And that's kind of what this other person is saying. But I don't know. I don't think that's Martell. I'm sorry. That's not what I meant to pull up. Let me pull this back up. Okay? Including getting my home scanned for recording devices. Girl, he ain't never been in her house unless she was giving us cap on the last episode. But you know what you said that was key for me. Now that I'm thinking about it, you said I believe she was talking about Martell. She probably can't say his name. It was that part. She probably can't say his name directly because she said, I've already had the convo tonight with the person who wanted to have it. So, but what kind of convo was that? So it could have been, she said, the person. Either that or she's keeping it mysterious like those tweets. You know what I'm saying? So it could have been for anybody. I don't know. But, I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying, okay? But I see we have over about 600 people in the chat. Definitely go ahead and like up the video. I do appreciate it. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have yet to subscribe to the channel, honey. I'm Jamie. That's me. I thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to follow me over on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe. If you like to get exclusive content, early access to content, definitely find me over on Patreon. The link will be down below. Go ahead and join us. We do have a ball over there. Yeah, I appreciate all of the support. Thank you guys. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.